My pencil case is just one of those things that's always with me no matter where I go. Whether I'm just going for a drive around town or I'm hanging out with my friends, I love to have it with me in case a burst of inspiration comes. You can find basically anything and everything in my pencil case, and that's why I love it so much. And today I'm going to be giving you guys an inside look into my pencil case and what I like to keep inside of it. My pencil case is a very basic black textured case, and then I have 4 enamel pins that I got from Amazon on it. I'll leave a link to them in case you guys are interested. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the tour. So the first thing that you'll find in my pencil case are these mini bottles of ink. Now these I got at Five Below, I believe, and I love these so much because sometimes I just want to add a splash of color or do a cool watercolor effect in my sketchbook without carrying around my watercolor case. So I love to have these around with me. They're honestly really high quality. For something that's from Five Below, they honestly impress me. They're glittery, so pretty, and any paintbrush, Q-tip, anything will honestly work with them. I love using them, especially in my art journal, because they just add that pop of color that I look for when it comes to any page that I'm making. So the next thing is something that I don't use very often, but it is washi tape, in specific these mini rolls. Now, I don't have a lot of washi tape like some other people, but I just have a 12-pack that I got from Amazon. It's honestly enough for me. I admire those people with so much washi tape, but I don't really need all of that. I love using washi tape in case I'm sticking something inside of my sketchbook. It's such a pretty design with these washi tapes, and this perfect tape keeps everything intact. I also love swatching them from ever an art block, and I try to sometimes make designs for washi tape if I don't know what to draw. Which washi tape rolls I carry with me is always changing from time to time, but I currently am carrying these 3. So the third thing that I carry with me is something that I don't use often at all, but I love to have with me in case I'm ever in art block, and it's just some charcoal. I have this 3-pack with me, and I really love this pack because the plastic is really nice and heavy, so I can always put it right back in whenever I'm done. And I don't use charcoal very often, but in case I do use it sometime, I also like to carry a 3B pencil with me so that it complements and goes with the charcoal pencil. This isn't my usual thing that I would use for my style of art, but I do like to carry it with me in case I ever need it. The next thing that I'm going to show does relate to these, and it's a tortillon. In specific, number 6, the size number 6. And if you don't know, a tortillon is basically something that will just blend out your charcoal, blend out your pencil, and is really great for any realism. I basically just went ahead and shaded a tiny bit with my tortillon, but it looks really cool and very 3-dimensional since I blended it out with the tortillon. Next up, we have a highlighter, and in specific, a Sharpie highlighter. Now, I have this in my pencil bag from the days that I was doing some glitch effect sketches and drawings, and I would in specific use this highlighter the most because it is smear guard. I don't really use it anymore that much, but in case I ever do need it, I love to keep it in my pencil bag. Next up are 2 Posca pens, and in specific a fine white Posca pen and a thick black Posca. I like to use the black Posca for making outlines outside of my characters when making especially full piece drawings, and then I use my white Posca for really thick cell highlights. I do wish I had a bit of a thinner Posca. This one is the 3M, so it's smaller than the usual, but I do wish I had those fine tip ones. Both Poscas come in handy a lot with whatever drawing I'm doing, and I use these a lot. I think this is like my 3rd black Posca in less than a couple months, and my, I think like 5th white one, so I do use them a lot. Next up, we have pens. So the first pen is a Pentel RSVP ballpoint pen. I love this pen because it's a mix of a ballpoint and gel pen, and it writes really smoothly and is very comfortable. I even sometimes fine line with this pen if I'm just doing some sketches, and I really recommend this one. I also only have a couple of them, but I do use them very often. The next pen that I have is an Ohuhu fine liner, in specific the 0.5 size, which is the size that I use most when it comes to Ohuhu fine liners. And I love using this one to do fine lining, as you probably guessed, especially when it comes to my characters. The last pen that I carry with me is a Bianyo fine liner, and this one's pretty worn out. I need to get a new one since it's really running out of ink, but this is just a tad bit bigger of a size than the Ohuhu fine liner, but not so big as the Posca pen. So this is a 0.6 size, and it's also really great. This item I use so much when it comes to full drawings, and these are Prismacolor Colorase pencils. I carry 3 of them with me. Carmine Red, which is great for really bold red coloring, fine lining in specific. I also carry Vermilion and just a normal purple. Now I use these for sketching and even fine lining, especially recently I've been fine lining with these, and I really love using them. I think I use purple the most, so I might even just buy a pack of only purple Colorase pencils since I'm running out of purple. But I really love these and definitely recommend them for even just sketching. They add a pop of color to your sketchbook. They also erase pretty well as long as you don't draw too hard. To go along with my Prismacolor Colorase pencils, I always have a pencil extender with me in case my pencil gets really short. This is really great to use. Obviously, I don't use it if my pencil is as big as the one that I'm showing right now, but I use it for smaller pencils so that I'm not struggling to use it. Now we're starting to get into the more basic stuff, like these white jelly rollers. I have 2 jelly roll pens that I keep with me, both size 10 Sakura jelly rolls, and I love using these for white highlights. None of my art pieces are finished without these white pens. I always need them, and I like to have a backup with me, so that's why I have the second one. I don't use any of the sizes really, so that's why I have both 10s, and these are super great for thinner but not so thin highlights, unlike the white Posca pen, which gives really thick and bold highlights. You might need to shake these a bit though, because sometimes they do seem as though they're running out of ink, but they're actually just not working too well. Next, we have these pencils. I just carry a bunch of mechanical pencils with me. These are from Five Below, I think. I got these because I really like the design of them. Very simple but very cute. And the lead is perfect for what I like. I really enjoy the design of these. I didn't show the gold one. The gold one's very cute. And I think like a pack of 30 pencils was only like $3. So it was a very good deal and definitely worth it. Now we have sharpeners. I carry 2 sharpeners with me, especially for my Prismacolor Colorase. And this is a Stellar sharpener, and then I have a Prismacolor sharpener. They both work the same, but I like to keep one in case the other one isn't working too well that day. The last thing is not an art supply. It's an extension cable for my iPad because my iPad doesn't have a headphone jack. So basically, I plug this into where I would use my charger, and then I can not only charge my iPad but also listen to whatever I want to listen. I usually plug in my Beats, and this is a must-have no matter where I am because I always need it for my iPad. That sums up today's video though. I hope you enjoyed today's video and got to see what's inside of my pencil case. I'd love to know what's inside of your pencil case, so let me know in the comments, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.